I want to switch gears a little bit because I got to get into this hip hop conversation. Um, you know the versus battle, the versus
Yeah.
battle. You you challenged LL. Is there any update whatsoever from that situation? And if not LL, who could we kind of move on to?
Well, see, now you're talking to an arrogant person. You're talking to a person that believes in himself. You're talking to a person that has no problem with his soul, his spirit, or his mind. So let me put that disclaimer on it right now, okay? Now, of course, I never challenge LL Cool J. The conversation that I think it was with Fat Joe, I think I was having a conversation with, and it's him that really brought this up, about and said for him, his two greatest MCs for his own list was KRS and LL Cool J. So he put that together. And I think I heard Swizz Beatz might have said something. I think Nori said something too. I had an interview with somebody. They were talking this battle up as well. I'm not really interested in a versus battle, to be honest with you. I don't see the fun in it for me. I don't see, because if you really going to do the versus battle right, if you really going to do it, I will demolish. Okay, do you understand the word demolish? Okay, obliterate. Okay? These are the words you got to deal with when you deal with KRS-One. Okay, demolish, obliterate.
Right.
You're gone face of the earth. You ain't messing with my 23 album catalog, and I just wrote 2 more albums so I can get to 25. Okay, I'm about to drop bombs on dude all through 2021. You're gonna hear me screaming and barking. Now, here's my challenge to the verses. When you could do better than my last album, then you could challenge my other 22. So I'm not versing with people. I'm not versing with people who got 2 albums, 3 albums. Like LL Cool J, he may have 10 albums or so on. I double that. He's not on my level to battle. No. Who got 25 albums? Let's start there. Okay. Let's start. If you got 25 albums, now let's do a versus. Let's do a versus if you got 25 albums. If you only, you rich, so you think you can verse, I will destroy you.
Right.
I will destroy you. And the word is destroy. There's no battle here with KRS-One. You're getting wiped out. So that's my disclaimer. I hope dudes understand who they playing with. I do's this. I do's this mic thing, my G. I do's this, okay? I ain't no actor. I don't have no companies. I don't have no clothing line. I don't have none of that. All I think about all day is how to ruin MCs' lives. That's what I'm on as an MC, okay? So with these verses, who's gonna battle KRS-One? Who?
I'll tell you who.
Come on.
Big Daddy Kane.
He got 2 albums.
He wanted you though.
2 albums. I'm sorry, Kane. Sorry. We ain't heard from Kane in 20 years. We haven't heard from Kane in 20 years. And Kane is my dog too. Big respect to Kane. That's my man straight up. I want to do an album with Kane. I asked Kane to get on my album, and he declined. He said he didn't want to get on the album. So it's like, I know Kane, and Kane been saying for years, I think I want to battle KRS. If there was one person I want to battle, it would be KRS-One. Well, okay, if that's what you think, And the other day, me and Kane, here you go, right? Here's exclusive, okay? Here's exclusive. So me and Kane are talking at the Mike Epps thing. Okay, you might want to get Kane's version of this too. So we talking at the thing, and one thing I did admire about the Big Daddy Kane, I will say, is that he was talking about a battle with me and him, because Kane been talking to me about this for years, okay? Years, okay? We were supposed to do this back in the 90s, okay? Years. So we there talking at the Mike Epps thing, we did it last year sometime, so we there talking, and he's like, yo, so what we should do is come out with this battle, and you do a couple of songs, I do a couple of songs, and then we do freestyle. And it's real quick, and it's a quick battle. So I said, Kane, you sure you want to do that? Like, you sure? Because I'm not pulling no punches, my G. This is not, I'm going in. Like, come on. I said, you sure you want to do that? So Kane was like, man, I ain't scared of you. I ain't scared of you. What you think this is? I was like, oh, shit. Like, I just like Big Daddy Kane just brought it. So I was like, you know what? Then there it is. So it's really in his corner. I mean, you know, he has to pretty much rub the lamp and believe the smoke will come out. It will come out. But it's but no, I don't think anybody is on. I should not be battled. That's what the issue is. I shouldn't be battled. I'm flame. I'm fire. Like other dudes is ice and water. You know, they push ice and water. You know, other dudes push smoke, air. Yeah. You know, other dudes push material, earth. You know, I push flames. Wow. Okay, fire. Wow. Don't play with fire. Don't play with fire. You put your hand on that hot stove, you'll learn that it's hot, but you're gonna lose your hand. And that's the point. Like, I am hip hop. I am the embodiment of what this word is. And dudes keep playing and say, oh, KRS just think he that. Oh, KRS just da-da-da-da-da-da, until we meet up at the club live. And there's 600 hardcore fans right there. And an impartial crowd too. Because my audience don't praise me like that. Right. I have to get there every night in front of my audience. Like, I know you, KRS. I don't care. I hate you. You're whack. Prove to me right now what it is. And I go in on that. I know you spent $20. You spent $30. You spent $50 on me. Right. Oh, I'm breaking you. I'm breaking you right now. You're gonna leave this place with your Gucci wet. Okay. You're gonna leave this place. You know, you got and those that know, you know, you come to a KRS-One show, you know what it is. So that's why I say I don't know on what level these dudes think they rise to KRS-One. I will smack the shit out of any of these rappers. Any. New, old, straight, gay, male, female, stupid, smart, conscious, gangster. It don't matter. You're talking to criminal minded right now. So from there, if you can do better than criminal minded, then I'll verse you. If your first album and criminal minded, I'll verse you. Like, I tell you what be a dope verses if you ask me, and I don't even want to say this. I mean, Nas. If anybody could look at KRS-One in any direction, it would be Nasty Nas. That's who could take a look.
What makes you say that?
Huh?
What makes you say Nas?
Why this shit is dope. This shit is dope. This shit is dope. Nas is dope all the way around. Nas is dope. There's no question about it. As a matter of fact, I even told, I don't know if I told Nas this, well, he might have heard it from me at some other point, but I made it clear, okay, that I think Illmatic was better than Criminal Minded as far as lyric and rhyme is concerned. If I tell people, if I say, here's what you should be listening to, if you want to go with hip hop in concessions, if you want to go with the rise of it, I would start you with Criminal Minded. I said, go ahead and listen to that. But I wouldn't bring you to By All Means Necessary. I would bring you to Nas's Illmatic, because you got to understand what Nas was dealing with during that time. You talking to the guy that shut Queensbridge down. Okay, that battle was brutal, and we got the upper hand on it. Okay, now nobody's saying nothing from Queensbridge. Queensbridge wasn't saying nothing. Okay, Nas is the MC that came out and said, nah, it's going to be about Queensbridge and it's going to be about these lyrics. And when he dropped Illmatic, believe dudes in the Bronx was like, oh my God. Every cut, every single cut, there is no fast forwarding on Illmatic. There's no fast forwarding. There's only rewind and rewind and rewind. That's all you getting with Illmatic. Then Nas follows up with all his Nostradamus, the Pharaoh, God's son. Dude dropping the knowledge. Street dude giving you that ancient history. For me, that's what an MC is. It's called Nas. That's what an MC is. It's called Nas. Go back, look at his catalog. Now go look at Nas's catalog. Nas don't have 25 albums. But I tell you, that Illmatic, each one of those cuts could look at my albums. Like, you could look at some of my album work and be like, ugh, not against this. Not against it. Alone, you can say KRS was this, that, and the other. But in competition, no, your joints got to bang. They got to bang, and it got to be unanimously bang. So even though I got 25 albums, all my records are not bangers like that. All my records are not played in that sense. You know, if you're going cut for cut, banger for banger, what went for what? Well, it's Nasty Nas, really, that can really throw some joints on and really rival some of the songs that I put out over the years. To me, Nas is the top MC, if you ask me.
Okay.